Welcome to Last Weekly
Trailer Talk.
It is about to get real, y'all. We'll be reviewing Ridley Scott's science fiction drama, Raised by Wolves. Is winter already coming for HBO Max's newest sci-fi series?
Alrighty, so Raised by Wolves is an upcoming HBO Max original science fiction drama series created by Aaron Guzikowski, who along with director Ridley Scott will be executive producing, with Aaron Guzikowski writing, and the first couple of episodes, what I understand, Ridley Scott will actually be directing. The cast includes Travis Fimmel as Marcus, who everybody at home probably knows as Ragnar Lothbrok from the history of Vikings, as well as Amanda Collin as mother, and Abubaker Salim as father. Raised by Wolves is set to premiere on September 3rd, 2020 on the HBO Max streaming service, and I could not find out what the strategy is for this, so it's either going to be binging format, so you guys get all the episodes right away, or HBO might go their Game of Thrones route, which is very successful for them, releasing one episode a week. Kevin, what's the synopsis for Raised by Wolves?
Raised by Wolves centers around two androids, father and mother, tasked with raising human children on a mysterious new planet after Earth was destroyed by a great war. As the burgeoning colony of humans threatens to be torn apart by religious differences, the androids learn that controlling the beliefs of humans is a treacherous and difficult task. All right, Tachi, what did you think of the trailer for Raised by Wolves?
Intriguing. Absolutely intriguing. There are all sorts of themes here that I was picking up. I distinctly remember them talking about, okay, all the children are going to be raised atheist. And I found that really interesting because when you think about it, the goal of religion is to spread peace, right? And for the good of the people and to uplift. But when you look at everything that is happening now, you know, this is an allegory for what's happening now. And what has happened in the past, in the name of religion or using religion as a crutch to hold things up, it really hasn't been that force, that pacifying force that everybody thinks it can be. Not, on the whole. Anyway, for individual groups, yes. So the fact that they said, well, you know what, damn it, this hasn't worked so far, so everybody's just going to be atheists. You can't get any worse, right? So I thought it was that part was very intriguing. Also, when you look at it, we're looking at a clash of races, right? The androids versus the humanoids, or whatever the hell they are. They're humans, but let's call them humanoids. So the this clash of them not, mother not supposed, she told one of her children, don't tell them what I am. So this whole thing of not wanting human children to be raised by them. But this is not the first time we've seen this type of, quote, racism when it comes to androids. If you point to any type of show, any type of movie where androids are there, there's always some type of race. Humans was an example of that type of thing. And you can point to it in Westworld. You can point to it in a number of different things. So it's interesting that we keep making these products about the fate of the world and what could happen if we're not careful. But sadly, nobody listens because history keeps repeating itself. You can't be subtle with these Earth people because it's not working apparently. But I'm intrigued by this. The one issue is that it's on HBO Max, therefore I will not be watching it. Tone.
No, I'm gonna throw to Kevin. Damn it, go ahead.
Okay. Wow. I just love it. After that deep discussion, I'm not watching it because it's not on the streaming service I have. But all right. Well, we already got Tachi's verdict. For me, okay, this trailer was absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I got sucked in quick and in a hurry when we see the father android say initiating trimester 1 on the mother android, and then we see the first human being, I guess, born in a way, or basically breathing its first breath out of its whatever they had it in. The mother android sheds a tear.
Yeah.
She looks at it with so much love. Shocking, the father android's reaction to her shedding a tear it freaks him out. And even she seems surprised by how moved she is at their first child. And so I thought that was really interesting and already got me sucked in. Also, the idea is that the humans that were from Earth believed that it was a sin for androids to raise children. And so, like Tachi was saying, this whole idea of androids being less than or not right. And then there's a question about exactly what happened on Earth, because at one point, one of the children asked Mother, how many humans did you kill on Earth, after she's actually had an encounter with humans from Earth. And the mother character, the android, says, coolly, she answers the girl, "You're all my children. I'm only here to protect you." We know there's way more backstory to that, because after she says that, we cut to Mother going from sweet Jean Grey to straight up Dark Phoenix, and she starts levitating and flying around and turning all silver, and she's gonna kick ass and take names. It is about to get real, y'all. And so it looked absolutely amazing. Unlike Tachi, I have HBO Max, and I tell you right now, from my cold, dead hands will you take my HBO Max. I'm not even thinking about saying goodbye to it. I love it so much. First of all, what's really cool is I don't have the package I have I have Dish Network. And I lowered my packages to save money to a number where I no longer have one of my perennial favorites, which is Turner Classics. So I lost Turner Classics. But guess what? They divide HBO Max into different sections, and one of the sections is, of all things, Turner Classics. So you have access to all these classic movies at your fingertips, available to stream, as well as all of the DC universe, even animated DC films. So I was shocked at how much they're giving you under the umbrella of HBO Max. So again, from my cold dead hands. All right, Tone. What did you think? What did you think of Raised by Wolves?
So I'm with Tachi and you. This is very intriguing, the look of this. I would say this is probably one of the strongest visuals that I've seen for a TV show. No, scratch that. This is the first trailer that I've seen for a TV show that actually looked like a film. I know I've said before, hey, this actually looks like a film, this TV show. No, they actually spent the film budget. Ridley Scott brought all his experience, all his toys, and this looks like an Aliens movie. This looks like Prometheus. This actually looks like something you would see in the box office. So I'm so intrigued to see a long format, like a series, because this trailer gave you some really strong visuals. I'm really amazed. The androids or the robots, whatever you want to call them, they look so sophisticated. It looks like no expense. Every expense was spent on this. And this is and HBO has Westworld already, and I've seen Westworld. And you know what? Looking at this looks more expensive and more visually intriguing than the androids or the robots in Westworld. So this was amazing. It just looks so rich. I watched the trailer multiple times and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. There were scenes where they showed Earth exploding, no expense. Every expense was spent on this. It's just amazing. And the actors from the little bits of the performance that you saw in the trailer, this is going to be dramatic. There's like Tachi said, there's so many themes that are in play here. We're talking about the whole what makes a conscious mind human. You can see that's going to be explored here. Also, the whole atheist versus religion and how the androids are trying to raise these children atheists. It's such an interesting idea because I've never seen. Well, obviously we see people fighting here all the time on Twitter between, but the fact that this went global and then they had to leave Earth for this, it's so intriguing, and I just gotta watch this. I gotta watch this. I could not tell you how excited I was. And Kevin, when you said, hey, we're going to review this, I never heard of this before. I'm so shocked that this was such under the radar. And that kind of scares me because anyone who watches this trailer would be so hyped for this. And I don't know how they managed to keep this trailer away from me so long. So I'm definitely going to watch this.
Okay, one thing I do want to say about the whole allegory thing that Tachi was talking about earlier about the religion thing, I absolutely think that's going to be such an interesting play to see about what religion is, because one of the things that was in the description about controlling humans what they think. I believe that at one point the androids are going to be pretending to be some kind of deity. I believe when we see in the trailer where she's like levitating or whatever, I believe she transforms herself into what they worship. Because she almost looks like a Christ-like figure the way she has her arms out. And I'm wondering if that's what she's doing to try and basically protect her children from the people that are still religious. And one of the things she says to the children is she tells them that the unreal is what destroyed Earth. Belief in the unreal is what destroyed Earth. And when she said that, I thought like, oh my God, is she talking about Fox News? And so like, oh my God, that's what took us down, y'all. All right, Tone. So let's move on. So, okay. Did we already ask? Okay, so Tone's definitely on board. I'm definitely on board. Tachi, if you had HBO Max, would you deign to watch? If you had a free preview of HBO Max, would you watch this?
Oh, you said free, of course. The operative word here is not paying. So absolutely, I think this is amazing. I already know it's going to be an amazing series. Will I be paying for this amazing series? No. But yes, if I had HBO Max, I would definitely watch.
Okay, definitely not a sponsor. Okay, all right.
Okay, can be, and they can gift us all some HBO Max subscriptions. You definitely can be HBO.
All right. Now you can get social with me and the rest of the Last Weekly crew in an instant on Instagram and Twitter. Follow us at Last Weekly. And subscribe to Last Weekly on your favorite podcast app to hear our recap of the week in news, pop culture, and entertainment. Plus TV and movie trailer reviews during Trailer Talk. I'm Kevin Williams. Thanks for listening.